We could have had you and 2 others. Next Tuesday. Maybe next Tuesday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's try the dark side. Sorry, apparently I need to drop the audio down. So between now and next week, I will drop the audio on that. But welcome to XLNC Shoutcasting. I'm Jay Kelton. If you're new tonight, Wraith is my awesome duo caster who talks way too much about Jhin and Rageblade and Kai'Sa. But maybe both will get banned this game, including Rageblades. We'll never have to see or hear about them again, as it is going to be Darius. I'm just going to talk over you this whole game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to solo cast this game. I'm Jay Kelton, your solo caster. I don't know who that weirdo is over there. We're not talking to him. We're just going to pretend that he doesn't exist.
Call me Jhin.
You need to stroke your Jhin and rethink your priorities when it comes to talking about in-game stuff. I tried too hard on that one. Yi and Darius banned away by Team Skeletons, as Team Caesar going to ban away the Kai'Sa and LeBlanc, picking up some of those really, really strong champions, getting them out of the game. If Team Skeletons doesn't at some point either ban or pick Karthus, I may be slightly disappointed, because he is basically nothing but a skeleton. Call him Feed More Like It Kappa. Call him Feed More Like... Oh, call him Feed More. Oh, I get it. Call him Feed More Like It. Wow. See, Briar's lack of capitalization, punctuation, and a little bit of an odd way of building sentence structure just makes it very unique to read. Very unique to read. We do have the Maokai banned away from Skeletons. Very strong tank top laner. Sometimes played in the jungle, but not your most commonly picked up champion in the game. So it looks like they're just trying to ban away some top lane and jungles, as XD is making life a lot easier for himself to pick up the Riven for that top lane. On the opposite side of things, Death Design back once again on Poppy. Very strong on this champion. And actually, I got a comment here, Death Design is still watching this, but I was using Death Design, some of his ranked and normal games the other day over the weekend when doing test graphics for all of this awesome fanciness that you see here and now. I was checking a lot of Death Design's games, and he plays a lot of Poppy. This guy's a really good Poppy. As TPG Kerbelis picks up Twitch. You like Twitch. Talk about the ADC in the bottom lane.
Twitch, it actually probably it looks like, as he might hovered right now, he might very well be going to the jungle. Twitch is one of the few bottom lane ADCs who can actually make that work out. Though, let's be honest, he's not the best jungler. Twitch is a champion who has been perennially very good. Oh, Lucian, Briar hovered the Jhin and then didn't pick it. That was sad. Okay, so Twitch can play fairly well in the bottom lane. He's not in the meta right now. It's a long time since Twitch has not been, top tier, at least second tier. There are just better options to pick right now, but he's not bad. He definitely has that guaranteed late game, and he's not very difficult to play. So
I'm liking the Leona pickup from Sammy. Such a hard CC champion, able to lock people down for an extended period of time, both allowing Poppy to follow up. But the best thing about it is that ultimate slowing and or locking people to give Twitch, when he's using that ultimate spray and pray, plenty of time to harass them down. One of the things, especially from Team Skeleton so far, is movement. You're talking Riven with all of the hops from the Broken Blades, Ari with multiple ultimates to bounce around, Lucian with his relentless pursuit. There's so much movement and dashes coming out from Team Skeletons. Having somebody that can auto attack, lock down, stun someone is really going to be important. But the biggest thing is landing that Zenith Blade to set up for those stuns. So we'll see if Sammy is up to the task, as the Kayn, the second to last ban from Team Skeletons. And we'll see what they last ban away. It is going to be the Caitlyn. So still hitting that ADC role, as it may be a jungle Twitch. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I was just saying that Twitch is most likely jungling right now. He can do it fairly effectively. Caitlyn being banned away, no surprise there. Both Caitlyn and Kai'Sa comprise the the kind of top two in the ADC list right now. Jinx and Xayah probably rounding out that. But we'll see what does get picked up. A Lucian and Nami combo is what it's going to look like. Lucian's double taps do pretty well to apply the procs from Nami's E, dealing a decent amount of damage. Lucian, not the best champion for early game. Is it going to be Midnight picking up the Jhin? Okay, it's Christmas, guys. I get to cast Jhin games, lots of Jhin games.
3 games in a row, Jhin locked in. As Ben, welcome if you're on the stream. Glad to have you playing the Nami and DX Meth with that Vi, which is something I'm really excited to watch. I don't know why, but watchingVis are always, to me, just fun. When they use that assault and battery to engage on someone from such a massive distance, lock them down, and there's just something just visceral about punching someone to death. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and roll through the players and their champions real fast before we get into the game. From the side of Team Skeletons, we've got a beautiful new lineup. Lolix D picking up the Riven for the top lane. Faker with the Ahri in the mid lane. We've got double lift last game and Faker this game, guys. How awesome can that be? Syndicate Briar taking Lucian bottom lane AD carry role paired up with the nice Nami Ben Min Nian taking her into the bottom lane supportive role. I'm sorry for slaughtering your name. And DX Meth with the Vi in the jungle. Give it over for Team Caesar.
So for Team Caesar, we've got Death's Design taking Poppy in the top lane. TB Gurkur Bylisk. I actually did that right. Okay, and with the Twitch in the jungle, Sakura Semi with Leona in the bottom lane supportive role. We've got Sasha Hyena taking Anivia in the mid lane, and Midnight rounding it out with Jhin in the ADC role. It's Christmas. I am genuinely excited.
You got the puns this night. So, what about this Anivia coming out? We've seen Lord Reeves play it a ton before, but lined up with this team, it really is mostly using for the farm. Do you see a lot of opportunities for Anivia to throw down that wall that Poppy can slam people into, or is that a combo that's just a little too hard to land?
Not necessarily. It just depends on how well Death's Design reacts to Anivia's walls. Definitely, if Anivia uses the wall to cut someone off, as she often does, then the Poppy could follow up on that using her stun as a CC, and then chain that in with Anivia stun, Leona ultimate or combo, as well as Jin's snare. There's a ton of CC coming through from the side of Caesar. I do believe that will give them a decent advantage. There's a lot of single target damage and single target CC coming through from the opposite team, but there's a lot of large scale CC and focused CC coming through from Caesar. So I give them the edge in late game team fights, but really the question's going to be, how does this pan out in the early game? If Riven gets ahead of Poppy, it could be bad for at least until Poppy gets a couple of items that allows her to duel the Riven. Though if Riven takes Conquer, it's still going to be a little more difficult because of the true damage. Ahri is incredibly strong right now and is a decent counter into Anivia. So Faker really should win that matchup in the mid lane pretty handedly, especially pre-6. And even more especially post-6. Nivea's basically just going to have to sit under tower and farm and try not to get destroyed. That's going to open up Ahri to push the wave. And then roam. Lucian Jhin is kind of an interesting matchup. It can go either way. If Jhin trades basically exclusively with Q fourth shot, he out trades Briar on the Lucian. However, Lucian, if he initiates the trade when Jhin is either on second or third shot, as well, or has one of his abilities down, Briar can easily win that trade by dropping his full combo and the light sling passive. So basically, Jin wins this lane by trading when Lucian uses Q onto a minion wave. Have the full access to his damage, his whole combo. At that point, Jin wins trades. If Lucian drops his full combo with the dash, Q, and W onto him, that's a very expensive combo mana-wise. But if he does that, then he wins the trade substantially. And, in combination with Nami E probably could even one combo him or two combo him. Of course, the swing factor here is the fact that there is a Leona in the game. Leona Jhin is one of the top 3 most powerful bot lanes in the game. The follow-up CC coming through from Jhin is just absolutely obscene. I'm looking to see the special level 2 gank coming through mid from the Twitch. That's usually what ends up happening, and I probably just gave away TB's gameplay. Sorry,
It's
buddy.
okay. We're 3 minutes behind at this point, so whatever we say won't matter and won't be taken apart in the game because we are those 3 minutes behind. So if he's ganking in the mid lane, it's already happened more than likely.
Unless, of course, Jake, that we had a long time loading into the game, and then
There's
there
a
was
pause. Oh, that's true. We have actually jumped in with immediately after the game has started a pause, and so we could be. But even, yeah, that's fair. That's fair because the mid laners would have time to talk about it. We'll see if a pause is going to go down, and we'll wait for everyone to load in. So sorry, guys, I'm trying to fix the transitions because some of them are working and some of them are not. But looks like we have made it into game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 3. It is nothing crazy, just a good old custom 5v5 with some awesome players. I'm really excited and want to keep an eye on this Vi, DX Meth, playing her in the jungle for Team Skeleton. The reason why is that there's a lot of the fights, especially mid to late game, that could be started by the Vi using that assault and battery or coming out of nowhere with that charging Q. And I really see her being both impactful at setting up those engages that allow the dashes and jumps of the rest of her team on the Riven, on the Ahri, on the Lucian to be able to follow up with so much damage and close the gap. That's something I've seen so many times from Vi's, is that they use that assault and battery and then end up way behind their team and in a very dangerous situation, 1v5ing. Where this team around, the team has those gap closers that can continue to follow when they get into a fight.
You see, the thing is I'm not looking for her to team fight at all. I'm looking for her to use that assault and battery to pick off key members in transit. Because if this fight ever goes to 5v5 and blue team is not snowballed, there's not a chance that they win. Riven, not a good team fighter. Ahri's a decent, better team fighter than she was, but still not great. Vi, not a very good team fighter. She's good for picking one person off, but as overall a team fighter, not very good. Lucian's a terrible team fighter from an ADC perspective. Whereas you have Twitch, you have Jhin, you have Leona, you have Anivia and Poppy, all of which are just legendary team fighters. So I'm seeing the snowball happening early. And here's the level 2 gank we were talking about.
But it's in the bottom lane coming down here. Kerbelis doing a bit of damage onto Briar. The heal is forced out, and that's actually what you want to see in a gank. Maybe not necessarily a kill, as Kerbelis gets put very low, but will escape with his life for the moment. And now Sammy takes some pretty good harass on the back end of that trade. But that is all 4 spells, summoner spells down from Team Skeleton. So if at any point Leona wants to engage level 2 and decides not to go in on this, instead maybe waits for a different level for that engage. But you and I have had the power of Leona Jhin level 2 before.
Yeah, Briar wisely saw that and backed off as soon as that happened. Death's Design winning out on this trade. He, LolXD, and big problem right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a second turret shot onto Death's Design, forced to flash away to safety. And it looks like the Vi will chase for a moment before backing away. But in the bottom lane, Leona goes in. Nice snare down onto Briar. He's going to have to back away. There is no heal in this bottom lane, so they need to make sure that they are staying safe. Lucian has used all of his potions. Does have Nami for the heals, but Poppy goes in deep. That's the first blood. Camera quickly switches away, but Poppy made it look like she had recalled. Walked all the way through both bushes, waited for the Riven to take half a step too far forward, and secures a nice kill up there as well. So first blood over to Death Design on the Poppy with a really good backbait.
Yeah, a quick micro thing that Midnight executed very well on Jin there. You fourth shot deals.
Gribble's gonna follow the DX Meth, catching him out. Good job from her recognizing that the Twitch is so squishy in the jungle and able to cut that one up. Go ahead with what you're saying on Jin.
Yeah, I was actually like, oh, hold on, we've gotten all in here.
Someone engaged, root down onto Briar. Sammy taking a good bit of damage though. Fourth shot from the Jin, not quite enough to get the execution down. And now Death's Design chasing down to DX Meth. Does have the blue buff, so has some cooldowns. But the Poppy is just going to continue to interrupt these spells. But this is the rest of the team arrive. It's 3 versus 1. Death's Design still going to pick up the kill onto the Vi. And now Faker in trouble as Hyena going to get a little bit of damage. But no mana on this Anivia is just going to cause both teams to back away and end the fight. Though there are pings onto Twitch, has started red buff. Riven may try to get in on him in a minute.
Yeah, Riven should get this completely for free. It's level 2 versus level 4. There's no way Twitch wins this fight. And he also, unfortunately, uses the smite and is going to go down. Anivia with the wall.
Anivia, Sasha Hyena, nice save, throws down the wall, recognizes that her teammate's in trouble, saves the Twitch. Twitch actually used the smite for a little bit of extra health, survived long enough to be able to get out of that situation. So now is facing off against the Wolves, will be able to clean them up though, as he does have that smite back up ready to roll. So nice plays there and good movement, but really all about that Anivia save.
Okay, Sakura Sammy has snuck into this bot lane brush right here, and as soon as they're in range with the Jin, he's probably going to just straight up all in, but Vi is on this side of the map, and she might be trying.
There's a Q immediately into the snare. No! Nice little runless pursuit from Briar, gets him to safety, and that's going to be the whiff on the engage. Vi around the corner, though. With the farm pushed up as it is, don't think she's going to go for the engage. It is a Mountain Drake early on, so both teams may take their time before getting it. The wall slam for XD, going to take a lot of damage. Poppy getting her way in the top lane, 2 and 1. But now Kavai comes in towards the bottom lane, only going on to the super tanky Leona. Will it be enough? Briar in danger, though. One more shot. Midnight takes him out as they are trying to get onto the Leona. In the top lane, it is the Twitch engage from out of the jungle, taking down the Riven, getting the Poppy even further ahead as the fight continues to engage in the bottom lane. Midnight cleans it up. Triple kill to the Jin, decimating that bottom lane.
That makes me happy. Yeah, very well played, positioning the fourth shot, focusing first his damage onto the very squishy Lucian, knowing that he did not have access to heal. Blowing that in the early engage, the first gank by Twitch. And then positioning backwards, he did fire his snare the wrong direction, but still, DX Meth taking a tower shot meant that he was easy pickings for the second round of shots from Jin. Very well played by Midnight to focus down damage priority targets. First, he hits and knocks down the Lucian. Second, he knocks down DX Meth. And thirdly, only at the very last second does he turn onto the Nami and take her out. Good target priority ends with him ending with a kill, and Sakura Sammy in the brush once again. Briar chunked down to half health, and he still doesn't have... Well, no, his summoners are now back up. Best design, engaging onto XD. Taking the south side of that trade this time, though, and DX Meth on this side of the map means that Vi is going to get denied by that W from Poppy. Steadfast Presence, that's the name of it.
Yeah, so Death Design up there, unable to take down XD, immediately starts channeling the recall. May decide to go back in if Riven pushes out to, or if the Poppy pushes out forward, and she does, pushes out, had a ward in the bush, but it's just a bait. Nicely done, taking out Death Design in the top lane. Hilo XD may not even had a ward in the bush. Death Design may have walked forward to put the ward in the bush, but the bait did secure the kill. Now it is that Twitch hanging out on the bot side of the map, but that says to the top laner and the jungle, it is free damage on the turret. I don't think they'll be able to finish it off completely. Well, with a new wave coming in, it'll be close.
Midnight.
Oh, Faker with a beautiful play forward, immediately executes the Jhin, and that is still a squishy Twitch around the corner, but the Ahri gets out as well. That's the assassination you want to see. Flashes forward to secure the charm and immediately dumps all of the damage onto the Jhin. Midnight falls, shut down gold to the Ahri, and the re-engage once again onto Poppy, but this time taking out one in the 2v1 situation. Now it's a 1v1 in the middle of a minion wave as well, though they are going to get distracted as Death's Design going to walk into a bush, getting some good damage down. The flash force out from DX Met. There is no mana underneath the turret. One more auto attack should be enough, but can she hold long enough? No! Flash resets the tower shot, and Death's Design escapes.
Death's Design. Wow. Well played on that Poppy, getting both kills, maximizing this Poppy's kit, and getting vengeance for the gank from just a second ago. Very far ahead, both the first blood and now the double kill there. Incredibly impressive. That's 4 kills total in Death's Design's pockets, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with late game. You've also have the Jhin, who is 3-1 currently. So both top and bot lane winning pretty substantially, and mid going even with a little bit of a CS lead. Definitely good considering Anivia is supposed to lose that matchup. All in all, going very well for Team Caesar, and Sammy, once again, waiting in that bush. Let's see if third time's the charm. If Briar finally learns his lesson and doesn't face check this brush once again, plays safe, plays passive. Who are we kidding? This is Briar. He's probably going to just ult the bush, run in yelling, guns blazing. Yep, pretty much.
Oh, and he just jumps right back with Roland's Pursuit into the snare. The ultimate from Sammy going to get the slow, but not near enough. And that just pushes Nami down to half health. Vi is around the corner as well, so this could be dangerous for Team Caesar as Sammy is looking for the re-engage. The teleport down from Riven, looking to follow up the flash forward from Nami to get the slow onto the Jhin. Riven goes in onto Leona. Jhin was able in the meantime to clean up that Nami, so Midnight already off to a good start, but now on the run from DX Met, knocking her down to half health. Hyenas come to the bottom lane. That's a nice stun onto Briar as well as good follow-up damage with that Icicle of Doom. Riven has started the ultimate, but that wind slash not going to hit anyone. In the meantime, 2 members of Team Caesar have free damage on the top lane turret and are going to clear it up. Jhin starts the ultimate. That is going to just slow members down as Riven goes right back in, taking out Leona. Sasha Hyena next on the list as the Ahri finally shows up. Faker going to throw out some good damage. Call from Briar to clear up the minions, open the opportunity for a tower dive. But it looks like Faker is going to move forward. As I keep saying, it looks like, because I keep wanting to say it looks like they're going to back off. But it doesn't look like that. Instead, Riven goes up underneath the turret. Minions are here, flashes forward, but Midnight is going to be able to clean up another kill. DX Meth now going to fall as well, but that's double executions. And Sasha Hyena baits it out with the egg form.
Yeah, and there's the ultimate out of Nami, but going to be neatly sidestepped by Midnight, but no, the Ignite and the E is going to be enough from the Nami. Sasha Hyena entirely out of mana right now, so there's really nothing the Flappy Bird can do, except throw an E, and that didn't really do all that much.
Throws an Icicle, but Nami is Queen of the Water, so just going to melt that off and not worry about it. But that play, double executions, is really sad to see. Death Design coming around from behind, looking for an engage onto the Ahri. Faker able to sidestep that to safety, but that is the Rift Herald taken in the meantime during all the action in the bottom lane is going to be spawned into the mid lane. It's going to get some good damage down, but DX Meth goes deep onto Death Design, trying to get the Poppy underneath the turret, and instead the Jungle Twitch executes her with precision, and now the Rift Herald doing good damage to the mid lane, I think will fall to Ahri, and so it's just going to knock that turret down to about 3/4 health.
Midnight headed into the mid lane right now. 5-2 is his score line. Hasn't quite finished an item. Has grabbed Zeal, BF Sword, and Long Swords. An interesting mishmash of items. But he has all of the pieces pretty much for his main core.
It is a frozen
Farming.
mallet finished up from Poppy, though, so that's one of the first solid items on the map. And has been able to make some good use and some good roams. Charm going to miss in the mid lane onto Midnight. However, it doesn't matter. The rest of the damage is there. One last auto attack, and Faker cleans up a kill 1v1 against the Jhin. It's not the mid lane Jhin from last time. This is ADC Jhin, as Sasha Hyena has actually traded to 2v2 in the bottom lane.
Which is questionable.
Oh, it's to try to give Jhin farm because he's so far behind. He's at 80 farm to the 100 on the Lucian and continuing to stack up. And so there was hope that with Anivia farming in the bottom lane, they could hold the turret, whereas he could sit in the mid lane and just try to get some farm from a distance. But Ahri's engage with the charm is just strong.
Yeah, I don't really understand that call very much because they were winning bot lane. The reason Jhin is behind in farm is not because he's getting zoned. Hold on.
Because they've been fighting like this, as Ben is actually
Yeah.
going to get the execution onto the support, but Riven traded instead as Twitch shows up for the damage. Anivia had already recalled, so it was a 1v3 hold, and now Twitch is here. The snare from Jhin. The root not quite going to land. Briar goes back in deep, but Midnight executes with precision. And now Ben on the Nami, swimming her way to safety. Should be able to get, I think Midnight just wants the last fourth crit shot. As Ben did a really good job of baiting underneath the turret. Jhin taking a free shot from that one. Death Design down to half health, doesn't care. Going to get some damage onto Faker. On the Ahri, who's going to start the engage. Can the charm land? Doesn't need to land. When you have an ultimate, everything else is going to throw. The flash forward though. Flash for flash. Faker picks up a kill on Poppy.
Yep. That was really good over the wall, not having any vision, or he had vision of the Poppy, but keep taking advantage of the lack of vision that Poppy had of him, landing the full combo, chunking out the still incredibly squishy Poppy right now. And Nami's got to be careful. Midnight.
He lulled, forcing Jhin to cancel the ultimate and maybe being finished off here. Call from Lucian, not able to KS it as he lulled, gonna clean it up on the Riven. And that is now a 4-5-1 Riven. A lot of across the map trades. Laning phase is really falling apart, but people keep playing in the lanes, just trading out who's where as they continue to try to execute a few more turrets. He lull looking to take out some damage on the turret, but is going to now turn onto Leona. Sammy, very low health, and wow, the last wind slash from the Riven takes him out. Death Design here trying to tank up the damage from Briar, but the engage a little bit late, and they just continue to bring too few members to the party. That's a slam onto the Lucian. Briar knocked up in the air. One more auto attack from Death Design, may be able to finish it. Does clean up the Riven with a nice buckler shot to the face. Briar around to the corner. Death Design wants in. Nice slam onto the Nami for the moment. DX Meth in the meantime, though, engaging onto the Anivia. We talked about her finding people mid-transit as Death Design continues to pick up these shields and health packs. The Ignite ticking away. That might be enough to take out Ben. It is taken away, and Death Design picks up a 6th kill in the game so far. And, Briar trying to escape. Does do a little bit of dash to the side, but not near enough as, grenade or not, Twitch is still going to find you.
Yeah, so this is turning into a pretty snowball for the late game team composition. Hold on. However, Faker, the saving grace of his team, this is pretty much like an SKT game.
It is SKT game.
All lanes are inting except Faker.
4-0 and 2. Prepping for the engage. Sammy looks for the Zenith Blade. Not going to find it. It's all onto the Jhin. He flashes to safety for the moment, but Faker's on the chase. In the meantime, the stun goes down onto the Riven, trying to see Leona hold him in place in time. Long enough for Faker to pick up 5th kill of the game. Sasha Hyena in the mid lane, backing away from the Vi, who's just going to continue to chase that Nivea down despite the slow. That's another Q, another slam. The 3rd proc hit puts the Nivea very low health, but DX Meth nicely timing the cooldowns on that Anivia, backs away for a moment, Q's over the wall, and Hyena just continues to harass damage. Range versus melee. Eesh.
Yeah. This looks like another dive onto the support. Poor Leona.
Bubble gonna miss from Ben, but the Nivea egg has been popped. Here comes the Twitch, though. He's got not only Runin's Hurricane, but Spray and Pray as well. Picking up a double kill in the bottom lane. The turret is going to fall. Nami cleans up the last little bit on the Nivea with the ultimate, I believe, finished that kill off with the ultimate just before dying, threw that out. In the meantime, though, this design on the run from 2 XD. There is a Jhin ultimate flying in, trying to save this top laner, and looks like it will work for now as it fizzles away. Briar.
I'm not sure who was getting saved. Death's Design looked like he had some stuff in hand right now. Now, Faker versus the Poppy. Who's going to win? Death's Design getting the fancy footwork on, but you can't dodge that ultimate. It's the third ult-out. Faker with the damage. And he isn't
But we're on attack. Oh, no. Faker. Exhaust down as well. Has the opportunity to throw 1Q. No. The CC lock. It was a Leona Q. A Leona ultimate straight into a Poppy wall slam. And Faker finally falls. The god can bleed. 5-1 and 2. DX Meth, though, undeterred. Assault and battery onto the Jhin. In the meantime, Nami snuck behind, finished off the Poppy, throws up the thumbs up. I've got you, team. But the Nivea wall to disengage the fight, and Sammy lives.
Yeah, really, Caesar just needs to group up. Like, they're even winning side fights, but what's happening is, or to Midnight in particular, is that the duo of Riven and Vi is just straight up, like, Vi Rs and Riven follows up, and they can kill one person like that for free. But if there's 5 people right there, both of them are gonna die in transit. There's just so much disengage. I mean, look, the wall right there, and then there's the stealth, and this is
nice
probably
bubble,
gonna be
but Ben may fall off, throws down the ultimate tidal wave. Not going to be enough to stop herself from dying. Saves DX Method for the moment, but the Twitch is here. Goes for the engage, immediately backs off. The mid lane turret for blue team is just one auto attack away from death as the wind slash going to come out. There's no egg for Nivea. That's going to be the Nivea falling. Hyena is down, but Death's Design here to clean kills up across the map. Lol XD now on the run. Twitch gets the slow with the Toxin. Will it be enough? It will. Poppy cleans it up. Faker's here, though. Tries to get a second jump with her ultimate, but not going to do it as the knockup from Death's Design going to stop it. And Midnight tries to steal away the kill, but it's a triple for Death's Design. Now 10, 4, and 3. This unstoppable Poppy.
Yeah. Death's Design is just playing absolutely nutty. Winning 2v1s pretty much like it's no big deal. Taking this true, real mastery of this champion. And is he going to win the... Probably not going to win this one.
Death's Design pops over, but will Ben get the kill on this one as Briar, it does get his second kill of the game, and now it's all onto the Twitch. Double bubble, trouble, boil, and trouble. That's going to be another 2 kills going over to the side of Team Skeletons. You may have beaten them down, but when they're nothing but skeletons, they'll still rise back up. And moving on to the potential Baron, Twitch is gone for another 26 seconds to teleport in from Nivea. Jhin moving up here has started the ultimate, going on to the Nami, throws her own ultimate down to stop it, and it will only get 3 shots out, but the Baron with the help of Nivea cleans that one up and is picking people off left and right. 2 kills for 2 as Lol is forced to back away, and that is just all over the place.
Well, he did manage to pick up Jhin. She also, being the tankiest member of her team, kind of left her team members out to dry fighting the Baron and a Nivea at the same time. So Niv just drops her ult there and goes hit, and everybody dies. So Faker getting engaged on in the mid lane, and it looks like a fight.
Yeah, Death's Design, very low health, though. Briar going in, getting redemption. That's what he wants. Gets a double kill, 6 and 5. He's looked to Jhin, said, all right, this game needs to change up a little bit. I've lost enough. He was 1 and 5 not that long ago, and has now picked up 5 kills, 6 and 5, backing with a butt ton of gold, almost over 2,500. Twitch in the top lane, not going to find any engage. I think he saw one of the members of Skeleton backing up here. Gonna miss them. However, it is 3 turrets to 2. 1,000 gold in the lead for Team Skeletons. They are still holding on strong.
And really, like I said, they just need to group. They win team fights. Death's Design is massive. Twitch is massive. Leona is a team fighting beast, but if they continue to get picked off like this, they are going to lose the game.
Oh, yeah, Midnight is going to be crushed down. Lol jumps in for the last shot. Redemption coming down, but going to be just stalling out the fight as Death's Design may fall next. DX Meth going to fall very quickly, and now it is all on to Team Caesar as they are cleaning people up left and right. The squishy support gets a bubble onto Anivia, but Poppy has already fallen. That's the main damage dealer. Can Briar get in? Faker's here to clean up the fight. Jumping in, the legendary Briar. He has turned all cylinders on. Does get shut down, but doesn't matter because Anivia may still fall through this as Faker's going to get plenty of damage. Bird form comes back up, but another auto attack. The ace for the Ahri. And Team Skeletons continues to show their team fight craziness prowess, because that's really what it's about, is they continue to have these team fights. They're so scattered all over the place, but in the end, Skeletons just continues to come out in the lead.
Yeah, Skeletons is continually making a pick, and rather than disengaging the fight after they lose a member for free, Caesar is continuing the fight. They are actually opting into a 4v5. Midnight got zeroed out before dealing any damage in that fight. And after that, it wasn't front-to-back team fight. Twitch was on the front lines and gets zeroed out after only getting like 3 autos of his ultimate. So that's like your 2 biggest damage sources in the team fight just gone right at the beginning. So really, that was an effective 3v5, at which point Skeletons almost lost it. Had they not gotten those picks, had they just been grouped up, Death's Design does not need to be in the side lane right now.
But he's got the backup of the Twitch. Ignite ticking away as well. DX Meth already started the assault and battery. Now 1v2, but punching her way through victory. Doesn't even care. And here comes Nami as well. Gonna throw down the heal, keep DX Meth alive. However, the rest of the members of Team Caesar are on their way. Something I wanted to comment on it was the fight looked good as a 4v4, but the thing to keep in mind was that the Ahri, one of the main AP damage dealers for Team Skeletons, was the one that was currently away from the map. DX Meth, very low health, almost gets away with the CC of the Nami, but the Jin starts the ultimate now that Nami has used her own as well. Tidal Wave not, however, tries to get the fancy feed on the speed boost. The bubble's gonna miss, and that's gonna spell the death. As in the bottom lane, Briar is getting that Light Slinger passive to work on the second tier for the red team bottom lane. Moving in now, gonna start putting pressure on the bottom lane inhibitor turret, as I thought for a second that maybe Caesar would start up Baron, but they decide wisely to not. What? Twitch completely missed the grenade. May have been trying to predict Briar dashing backwards with Relentless Pursuit, but now Faker gets in preparation, sees the Twitch, misses the charm, but ults in anyway. One more ultimate may be enough. Oh, it goes right into a wall, and Twitch is able to escape.
Yeah, like Ahri was sitting right there waiting to zero out a carry with that ward over the wall, but blows her ultimate. Not like, had it been anybody but Twitch, they die. Now, right now, Ahri's not that threatening as she doesn't have the ultimate, but Vi is. And this is going to be a fight right now. It looks like the Leona is zeroed out of the fight.
Riven
Kirby
takes away the Mountain Drake. Twitch, very low health, going to still survive, though. Faker sees the Twitch is very low health, wants to get back in, but it's a 1v4 for the moment for the Ahri. And in the meantime, Nami tries to come in for the assistance. Won't matter, though. So, huge fight won by Team Caesar. Not only do they get 3 kills, they do lose the Mountain Drake, however, as it is now triple Drakes for blue team. Skeleton's going to be strong whenever they hit a turret. Lucian may try to 1v1 Death's Design, but stunned into a wall means he's not going to get much damage down. The QSS already going to be knocked off. The culling down. Is it going to be enough damage with the help of the turret? Not quite. Nami coming around the side, though, may have the slow. Doesn't need it. Heals the Poppy to death. And that's going to secure yet another kill. 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane.
Yeah. Once again, necessary to group up. There's a TP coming in. Riven trying to cut off the Jin, but she's going to run straight into 3 members. This is going to be a wasted teleport. Unless she just wants to engage into 4 members. Okay.
One thing about Hee Lol, he's not afraid of a fight. Now diving in, Twitch over to the side, gonna get free spray and pray, take out the Nami, though she's very low health, heals herself back up, throws out the ultimate, stalling the Twitch for the moment, but in the meantime, the damage has already been done. No one could get onto the Jhin, and Midnight takes out 2. Ben trying to get to safety, blast cones, only to find the Twitch kill, and that's going to be 3 quick kills to Team Caesar as they continue to trade back and forth, but they are still down 1,000 gold.
And you see, that's exactly what I meant. They were lined up front to back, 4v4 technically, but 4v3 effectively at that point. And Riven still elects to opt into the fight. That is not the fight that they want to take because they are a pick team comp. You have to play toward your win condition. Briar once again walking forward a little bit.
Ooh, and Faker's behind the lines. Don't think many people there. Finally, somebody notices that she is behind enemy lines. However, she's going to escape back towards the mid lane. But they did what they intended to do, which was stop the Baron. Faker may be giving up his life, though. The pop-up as well. 1 ultimate, 2 ultimate, 3 ultimate to go over the wall. The Ignite is ticking away. Jhin ultimate now. Can he find her? Oh! Excellent snipe. I think that was blind as well.
Yeah.
Clean shot from Midnight. Picks up it as Riven just goes in, does what Riven does best, but the ultimate gets good damage, but the Jin's not taken out. Continues to live. DX Meth flashes in for the last auto attack. Double bubble onto 2, but Nami cannot 1v3 now that the Riven has fallen as well as they're going to chase in. And Nivea wall forces the flash from the Nami. Poppy pushes her back underneath the turret. Can't she heal herself on time? The redemption isn't there. It is! And just as I continues to chase in, but the last Q gonna take her out. Looked so cool, Nami, but not quite enough. Lucian doesn't even get a ward on Baron, just clears up a couple wards as he wasn't there for the whole fight. Briar will find Death's Design, though. Will it be enough? Can he 1v3 in slow form? Nope. Not even close, as the members of Caesar collapse just way too fast.
Yeah, so Death's Design just crushing this game, and it's exactly what I've been saying. If they line up for a 5v5 team fight, they win. If they get picked off first, they lose. Playing to your win condition is one of the easiest ways to win in League of Legends. Right now, Caesar's win condition is 5v5 team fighting. Skeleton's win condition is find a pick onto a key member, pick off the Jhin or pick off the Twitch. And Nivea is a little bit harder because she has egg form. But if they can get any one of those carries knocked out of the fight beforehand, and I mean, they have amazing tools to do it. The Vi ultimate by itself is just pick central. Faker has just everything that he could want, and Jhin, you do not want to step up here. I'm very surprised Faker didn't just dive forward with the charm and zero them out. DX Meth, I don't think he wins this fight. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's just the spray and pray. 1v1 as Vi just gonna run away straight into her own doom. Cleaned up. Now the Baron buff minions pushing down the mid lane as the rest of the members of Caesar collapse. Twitch split pushing in the bottom lane. Good damage with the charm onto Hyena. Actually almost zeroes that Anivia out. But Nami wanting to engage starts the tidal wave. Poppy comes in from the side. Sun onto the Ari. That's the one that you want. The egg form has been popped. The wind slash from Riven not enough to clean up the Anivia when she has an egg form. Jhin ultimate started the final curtains. That's not going to hit anyone, but will execute with the second shot, or the third shot I believe it was actually, as the first 2 missed. Lucian now able to finish off the Leona, but that is just the support tank. Faker going to fall. Nothing that can stop that. As the rest of the team now move towards the bottom lane. Assault and Battery onto the Twitch. They are going to be able to execute at least one, but they're going to lose the mid lane inhibitor off of that.
Yeah, everybody moving in toward the mid lane, or toward the bot lane to catch out the Twitch, but I think they're going to sacrifice their life. And
Nami steals it away with the redemption, but it is going to be 2 traded back, both the Lucian and the Vi falling. Hyena now 9, 5, and 18 to Midnight's 14, 9, and 10, as they're just going to decimate between the Siege-empowered minion buff as well as Baron buff. However, Hyena maybe... No, that's just going to be too much CC, and he lol has to run. Midnight wants one last shot, but with the shield and the hops, looks like Riven will be able to escape.
Yeah, and they're probably just going to retreat back to the Mountain Drake. That would be the safe play right now. Even though Twitch is down for a few more seconds, there shouldn't be much of a contest. They're going to steal away the red buff on the way. Always best when you have an advantage like this to clear out as much as the opponent's jungle as you can. You're effectively denying them gold. Somebody on the enemy team is going to be picking up that gold, but you pick it up instead, so that's essentially 86 gold that you get that your opponent doesn't. So that's basically 172 gold advantage to your side. And
ooh, no one able to see the Twitch. He's going from behind. There is still Nami here. There's the spray and pray. Already cleaned up. One beautiful play by the Twitch. Gets himself a triple kill. Just with a little bit of help from Sammy. Does get shut down, but absolutely worth multiple times over.
yeah, also brilliant sidestep right there. He managed to sidestep the charm. I don't know if that was an accident or not. He just barely sidestepped it. Had he gotten hit by the charm, he would have died. But he sidestepped the charm and got a triple kill.
Well, he did die anyway. He just wouldn't have gotten as many kills as if he had been hit by the charm. Leona moving in, getting the speed boost, tries to get the slow one to Briar, lands the Zenith Blade, the stun as well. Death Design tries to slam into a wall, just gonna clean him up. I think Leona may have even stolen with the ultimate as he teleports from the top side. Had a huge wave pushing, but has to come back to defend as the Nexus second tier turret may fall, and it looks like it will be cleared up with the help of the Siege minion. Nexus under siege as they are moving in. It is all up to trying to save the Nexus. Can they take down anyone? Leona, Sammy is dealing good damage. Faker's trying to stop. The Zenith Blade does. They hold the Nexus for the moment. There's a Siege minion. If it clears the small minions, it will be back onto the Nexus, but it looks like it won't be finishing off the Nexus as Hyena tries to get last couple auto attacks in. One more shot will do it, and the range and Nivea finishes off the Nexus using the wall to keep people from getting on her and stopping that as Caesar takes game number 3.
Yep. And they started off as a little bit. You were kind of I was kind of getting a little bit nervous that they wouldn't hit their stride and understand that the 5v5 team fighting was their win condition, but they did group up toward the later stages of the game and ended up winning those fights. So excellent job playing toward their win condition. Now, once my client decides that it's time to load in, yes, here we go. So first things first, Team Skeletons, MVPs, honorable mentions, and shoutouts. So honorable mention, there are 2 good candidates for this one.
Thinking emoji.
It's kind of a split one because it was a team effort what they did. That is tough. Who do I give it to? I think I'm actually going to give it over to DX Meth with a shout out to HeHeLolXD because their duo, while they do have these absolutely terrifyingly high amount of deaths, you have 8 and 18 and 8 and 14. They were just diving into the back line the whole time. Basically, they would pick a target, Vi would ult one of them, and then Riven would follow up and get the kill. That was kind of the dynamic they had going in the mid lane. It was just be kind of the dynamic duo roaming around the map. Vi sees somebody, charges forward, gets the ultimate, and then Riven uses her massive mobility to catch up and pick that one person off. And that's how they got their advantage. That's how they won a number of team fights. So it's kind of a split honorable mention, but I'm giving it over to DX Meth because I'm giving it over to DX Meth. Sorry, my screen freaked out for a second. Yeah, I'm giving it over to DX Meth because of his effect on the early game, as opposed to the 1v1. I don't know. I think Riven is supposed to win the Poppy Riven matchup in the early game, and I really just have to give it over to Death's Design for the crazy amazing Poppy plays. But DX Meth did manage to invade Twitch on 2 occasions and forced him to be underleveled and get a kill one time. So early game pressure and really playing toward Vi's strength in the early stages of the game is why DX Meth wins out over Riven for that honorable mention. But shout out to Riven for that kind of duo play that's